Welcome back. My name is Jay Oza. I teach, mentor, and coach people on public speaking so that they can give winning high stakes speeches, whether it's for a job interview, business meeting, or at a conference in front of a large audience. Today I'm going to give you a job interview tip, but it could apply to just about anything sales, in an organization, or anything. And it comes down to is that to win anything, you got to win over people. It sounds simple, but nobody ever tells you how do you do that. And I've simplified it as something that I use, and I wanted to share this with you. There are three kinds of people that you have to categorize. So let's say you want to get a job at a company. The first category of people you have to deal with are people that I call info providers. These are the people that are primarily there to provide you information. They may not know it, but that's how you need to really make a decision. Are these info providers or what? If they're info providers, then what your job should be is just to extract valuable information. That's it. The second category, and there could be more, and info providers could be more than one, obviously. In all of them, there could be more than one. But info providers, there could be several, okay? Because you want to gather as much information as possible. Once you gather information, then you have to move up. And you need to find out who are out of those info providers, and perhaps that info providers will get you to the next category of people, potential advocates. You need advocates. Now, advocates could also be info providers, but their info is more broader. They have a much bigger picture understanding. So one advocate could be for a specific department, one advocate could be to help you with one person, and one advocate could be for the global, looking at the overall uh, company or situation. But sometimes you don't have that many advocates, but you need one, at least one advocate. And I prefer to have two so you can see whether the advocate is for real or not. So you need advocates. The third category are decision makers. And advocates are supposed to help you with the decision makers. They're supposed to soften them up. They're in their ears telling them things. Without advocates, they're not going to say all the good things about you. So advocates somehow have to be tied, have to be close to the action, otherwise they can't advocate for you. So if somebody's so far removed, then all they can be really to you is an info provider. They cannot be an advocate. So an advocate's somebody who is really close. This is your person. This is your person that's going to give you all the information so you have a good shot to win with the decision makers. You will know exactly what the decision makers are looking for, what they're not looking for. So the time you spend with them is high value. And then they will make the decision and it'll be in your favor. So those are the three categories of people you have to identify in any opportunity, a job situation, sales situation, or within an organization. You must do that. So for a job, initially the info provider you usually deal with is somebody from HR. Then your job is to get more info providers. Could be on the web. You need to talk to people and get more information. Could be somebody you know who's working there. So identify at least 3 to 5 people that can provide you information. I just did that with a client who was trying to interview at Amazon. And he had known some people from college who were working at Amazon. And he went and talked to the HR, he talked to the manager, then he talked to these 3 people that he knew from his work, his college, who are currently at Amazon. And he got all kinds of information. But what he didn't get from all that is he never got an advocate. So I told him that without an advocate, your chance of getting a job at Amazon is not good. And he ended up canceling the interview upon my suggestion. And that's what you have to do. You need to get info providers, then you need to find out who is the advocate for you. If you don't have an advocate, I'll tell you right now, your chance of getting a job are usually not that good. You need that one advocate who's going to really represent you and kind of guide you through the process. Because companies have all kinds of process that you're just completely not aware of. And when you ask them, you can validate it with the advocate. Is this what's really going on? And remember, your advocate is inside the person, and he should be able to tell you. And this is how you can increase your chances so you don't go on a wild goose chase looking for a job. Because let me tell you, not getting a job can be very frustrating. It can hurt your confidence. And sometimes it has nothing to do with your qualification. It's just that you did not know how to play the game. So identify these three categories: info providers, advocates, and decision makers. And one of the things you have to be careful is you got to go through it properly. If you're dealing with a decision maker, use it as an introduction if you don't have information and if you don't have advocates. So don't try to short circuit the process by saying, hey, I'm just going to go straight to the decision maker. Don't do that. Similarly, until you have information, you don't want to go and try to get an advocate because you don't have enough information. So you got to kind of do this properly. Otherwise, you could hurt yourself or end up wasting a lot of time and ultimately not win. Okay, so this is something you will eventually learn by doing, but it's something you got to think about. Because a lot of jobs people don't get has nothing to do with whether you can do the job. It's just that you just don't know what the game is. And here's a quick way to figure out: who are my info providers? Who are the potential advocates? Who are the decision makers? Do I have all three of them identified before you go and pursue a job? On the next job interview tip, I'm going to go into the value of getting a no. So watch the next one. And thank you for watching, and good luck.